Oof. And draw knees to chest. And start slowly, don't hurt anything that hurts worse. Hold each knee and circle them apart, away, together, and in. And go a little bit slowly so that you synchronize the two sides. Notice that one may try to be faster than the other. And then switch directions, knees together, press them away, apart, together, and in. I have my big toes together to help synchronize and also to keep the midline awareness. And at the end of the next round, draw both knees in. Send the left foot up and start to play with that foot, flex and point. Gazing upward at the leg, aligning the ankle and knee and hip. Hold the leg as still as you can and circle the foot at the ankle. Go the other way. It's funny because I think I'm holding my leg still and I look at the video and I'm moving it all about. It's slightly disturbing how different it feels from how it looks. And then flex the foot hard and really try to lengthen the heel up. Go ahead and take your right toes, hook them behind the Achilles and on the left and stretch that left heel higher. Maybe you get a calf stretch that way and fan the toes open. Really from the ball joints. Bruiser thought that word was funny. Ball joints. You recognize that word? And then hold the right knee and send the left leg all the way down. Let it root into the floor. Pull the right knee in close to your body and circle that. And go the other way. Hold the front of the right shin and pull the knee open toward the right. With your left hand, smooth down your left side. Take the right hand below the right leg and push the right bent knee, the right thigh, into the hand. And the hand resists. Give yourself some resistance there, sending sensation and muscle activation into the outer right hip. And then bring the hand in front of the thigh and push up with that leg into the hand and the hand out into the leg, activating muscles, maybe even in the deep belly and inner right thigh. And then pull the knee toward the right shoulder. Hold with your left hand, bring it into the midline. Shift your hips to the right as you twist the leg over. With your left hand, stroke down the right side, lengthening the right hip away from the waist. The hand will come to land on the outer right knee. Look out over the right arm. Point through your left toes, activate all the muscles through your toes, through your head. Take a deep breath. Exhale. Twist toward that right arm. Circle the right arm down, all the way around, over to the right. And again, down, all the way around. Look out to the right. Reach through the right arm, roll to your back, hug both knees into your chest. Put the knees together and circle them as one unit counterclockwise. Keeping the belly pulled tightly, and then go the other way clockwise. Good. Hold the front of the left shin, send the right foot straight up, and flex and point that foot. Limbering up all of the tissue. Hold the legs still and circle at the ankle. And go the other way. And flex that foot hard. Maybe reach up with your left toes, grab the back of the heel and stretch that right heel up. Fan the right toes towards you, elongating that leg. See if you can pull in a way and flex in a way that stretches into the calf. And then release your left foot and send your right leg all the way to the mat or ground. Pull the belly in, lift your torso away from the leg. So kind of take a deep breath and try to lift the mid part of your butt, midsection toward the shoulders a bit. Don't hike the shoulders up, drop the shoulders, and feel them widen across the back of on the mat. And circle the left knee. Belly in strong, right leg is out on the floor. And then go the other way. Keep feeling that long waist. Pull the front of your left knee, pull toward your left shoulder. Smooth that right side down. Hold under, flatten your palm underneath your left leg and push leg into hand, hand into leg. Keeping that right side anchored. And then hand on the inside of the leg, push leg into hand, hand into leg. Bring the knee into the midline, shift hips, left arm opens, twist across with your right hand, smooth down that left side. Look out over the left arm. Circle left arm down, all the way around, couple times here, down. Relax the wrist all the way around. Look out over that left arm, out to the hand, and keep that left hip from rolling up toward your waist. Reach up through your left arm, roll onto your back, hug your knees. Place the feet on the ground, open the arms wide apart, and then sweep your arms into an eagle. Bring your elbows up toward your forehead. Squeeze those forearms toward each other until they're really tightly pressing, and then try to pull them apart. And keep lifting them toward the top of your head. Then sliding them so the hands kind of dust your face. Bring the elbows down toward your chest. Keep that tension on the arms. And stay around this height away from the body so the hands are right on the face. Start to slide those elbows up toward your forehead, muffling over your face. And then down, hands sliding down as the elbows press down toward your navel. Now, push down through your toes. Really try to push the ball joint of the big toe and the pinky toe into the floor and squeeze the toes themselves. Keep the buttocks down, but just feel that anchoring of the feet. Try to push the center of the heels down and move the big toes isometrically. They're anchored, but try to pull them toward each other. Keep that strength, adding that muscular energy through the legs and hips, and slide those elbows up toward the face again. Try to pull those forearms apart. Big toes squeezing the floor, and then slide those elbows down toward your navel. And release the arms, shake out the hands, open the arms out apart. Just let some blood flow there. turn your thumbs down toward the floor so that your arms are in external rotation. Slide the shoulder blades down the floor, so down toward the hips, and then widen them out toward the hands, broadening your back. Anchor the feet again, push down through the ball joint in the big toe and pinky toe, and heel, and squeeze the big toes into the floor, and then turn them slightly toward you. They don't actually move, but energetically pull them toward each other. Heels move slightly apart. And then wind the left arm under, right arm under the left arm. Wait, which one do we have before? Now left arm under right arm. That's right. Left arm under right arm. Squeeze them tightly together, and then try to really lock those forearms against one another and press them apart. Now, with the hands, thumb on the face, you're going to slide those elbows, anchor the feet, slide the elbows up toward the forehead. Keep that tension on the arms. And a little bit higher. Press your rib cage down toward the floor. Try not to flare your ribs out. And then slide the elbows down toward the navel. Squeeze the forearms. Anchor the feet. Slide the elbows up. All the way up toward the head. And all the way down toward the navel. Keep tension. And up. Breathe into your waist. Widen the body using the breath. And down. Really enliven those toes and feet. Feel that musculature up the legs into the buttocks. One more time. Slide those elbows up toward the head. And down. Open the arms up, shake out the wrists. Come on up. Flip over. And we're going to come into a elbow plank. So the forearms are going to come down. And you're going to bring your elbows slightly in front of the shoulders. Interlock the fingers. And then walk the knees back, behind, way back behind the hips. Tuck your chin. Tuck the tailbone in. Pull the belly in. Now, anchor your big toes. And push through the big toe a lot. Feel that send a charge up through the legs, heels kind of moving in slightly. Push your wrist bones down into the floor and take a deep breath in. Widen your upper back. Exhale, pull the belly in toward the spine more. And now drag elbows in the direction, they don't actually move, but toward the knees and the knees toward the elbows. Activate the big toes up or push the big toes into the floor so muscles turn on, going all the way up the legs. And if you don't feel it enough, move your elbows slightly farther away from your hips. Drag the elbows toward the knees and the knees toward the elbows, but really activate your feet and feel your belly strong. Widen the shoulders. They're going to want to creep in. Keep that chin tucked. Bring the hips down. Little cobra here. Keep your toes tucked under. Pull your chest forward. Stretch out the back. Lift that chin. Try to curl the neck. Ears back slightly. So back of the head. Back. Chin up higher. And then again, come up onto the knees and take that plank again. So knees way back farther. Activate the toes. Knees are on the floor for this. It's actually much harder. I mean, it's different, but you're really using your toes and your knees. Elena, take your feet wider, your knees wider, and your elbows forward. Widen your back. Keep your hands interlaced if you can, and push down through the elbow bones, wrist bones. elbows toward knees, knees toward elbows, and you want to use your toes. So tuck them under and push through those toes. So the toes are a really big part of this. I know it might be hard. And squeeze the tummy wide in the upper back, chin stays tucked. And you are looking for a shake. You want the body to shake here. Knees drag toward elbows, elbows toward knees, back wide, chin tucked. Push down and in. Belly in. And then lower the hips down. If you need to give your toes a break, you can. Pull on those elbows, maybe take them slightly forward and roll the chest open. Don't let the chest round, shoulders round in. Chest is up, pubic bone is down, tailbone is long. Stretching deep into the low back. Okay, let's take that extended child's pose, send the hips back. Arms are forward, head drops. Take a deep breath here. And really fill in the low back with air. Exhale. Draw navel to spine. Soften the shoulders and arms. Inhale deeply into the back. Exhale, soften rib cage, upper back, neck, head. Relax the teeth apart, tongue, jaw. Stretching through the arms, come forward, walk the knees in. Arch the back, taking a cow pose here. Pulling hands toward knees, knees toward hands. Exhale, round into cat. Pressing hands and knees apart. Scoop the tummy, spread into the back. Inhale, arching. Exhale, rounding. Couple more. Follow your own breath pattern. Activate those big toes into the floor. On your next round, lift the knees up, stretch back to down dog. Push down through the ball joint of the big toe and the pinky toe and reach through the heel on both feet. Push through the hands, lengthening the arms. Bend the knees just slightly to angle the buttocks higher. Lifting underneath the armpits, getting light under there. And then walk up to where your hands are. Bend the knees, sit bones back, heart pulls forward, collarbones go wide. Exhale, fold, bend the knees, torso down, head down, turn the head left and right. Activate the feet. Inhale, push down to rise all the way up, circle the arms. Reaching up, up, out of the hips. Exhale, hands to the heart. Take your feet hip width distance apart, bend the knees, and just slightly turning the thighs at the hip sockets slightly inward. So feet are about hip width distance. Bend the knees, internally rotate, but it's not too deep a bend, just a little. Anchor those parts of the feet, the ball mound of the big toe, the ball joint, the pinky toe ball joint, and the heel. Open the arms. And externally rotate the arms at the shoulder bone. Charge the legs, heels energetically moving apart, isometrically apart, for that internal rotation. Take the back of the skull back slightly and lift the chin, look up. Take a huge breath in from your ribs up to your shoulders and lift the ribcage away from the hips. Bend the elbows and slide the arms, bend the elbows at the waist and slide the arms forward. Interlock the fingers in front of you. Sorry, don't do that. Turn the palms up, pinkies touch each other,
elbows try to squeeze in toward each other. They may or may not touch. Now, tailbone back slightly. Activate your feet. Start to lean the hips back. So you're starting to bend here. Pull the belly in. Take a deep breath. Lift the ribs away from the hips. Now, as the butt that goes back, the elbows are going to slide forward like you're trying to serve a platter. Try to keep those pinkies touching and put tension on the arms. Squeeze them toward each other. Widen the shoulders apart. Don't let them roll in. And the game is the hips go farther back. The elbows go slide farther forward. It's a big amount of tension here. Activate through those feet, through those 3 points. Slight internal rotation. And see how far you can take your hips back and your elbows forward, keeping that belly in and those ribs in and the shoulders wide. Chin tucks in slightly. Good. Now push through the feet, activate the legs. The arms are gonna, don't come up. The arms are gonna swing back, push through the legs to rise up. Open the chest, broaden the shoulders. And then bend the elbows, they slide across into the body. So you're gonna just touch the body, bend the knees, return to that position. Hips are gonna fold, reach back, sits bones are reaching back, elbows are squeezing forward, find that hinge. And we're gonna move between those movements. Push through the feet, open the arms, stand up. Exhale, bend the knees, push through the ball mound of the big toe, pinky toe, heel, glide forward. Tailbone back a little more, arch into that low back. Shoulders stay wide, chin stays tucked. Arms swing back, push through the feet, lift up. And one more time. Bend the knees, tailbone back, elbows slide forward, touching the body, and then they come forward, serve that platter. Hips go back, hands go forward, ribs try not to flare here. Head is, chin is tucked, but there's more space between the elbows and head. I'm not sure how your arms are so high, Karen. Oh yeah, there. You know what? It's just the light. My bad. And then push through the feet. Swing the arms back. Inhale, stand up. And feel that X from your toes to your waist. That triangle. And then raise the arms. So this is the X. From the center of the ribs up through the arms. And the center of the ribs down through the feet. Reach. Make space here more. Breathe up into the rib cage. Push down into the earth. Look up. Feel that core exaggerated and strong. And then bring the arms down by your side, feet together. Feel the power in your body now. Anchoring through the ball mounds of the feet, heel. Roll those shoulders into external rotation. Palms are open, thumbs are facing the back of the room. Take a huge breath that's opening your upper back and glide the arms upward. Inhale. Good. Lift the side ribs up higher. Exhale, arms go wide, glide forward and down. Inhale, pull the heart forward, send the sits bones back. Notice that space that you made. Step your left foot back into a lunge. Inhale, rise up to stand, sweep the arms up. Bend both knees, curl tailbone under, tuck chin, take head back slightly, lift chin, reach up. Now, letting that left leg internally rotate slightly, you're going to twist up the spine toward the right. And then open the arms. Squeeze front ball of foot toward back foot. And back foot toward front foot. Reach the arms wider apart, gliding the shoulders wider. Right arm comes down. Inhale, untwist. coming forward. Exhale, pull the elbows back toward your waist, palms are open. Inhale here, roll the shoulders off the chest. Exhale, start to hinge, elbows coming forward, pinkies together, hips glide back. Open the arms, inhale, straighten both legs, lift the chest, arms swing back. Exhale, bend the front knee, elbows come forward, pinkies together, find that hinge, serve. Inhale, straighten the arms, straighten the front leg, rise, lift the chest up. Exhale, bend the front knee, come forward into a lunge, elbows go forward. Find that hinge, suck that right leg in. Arms straighten, legs straightens. Inhale, arms rise up overhead, stretch up, hold the balance. Might feel a little shaky. Hands come down. Step the foot to plank, hold strong here. You might feel really powerful. Ribs are lifted up and in, chin is in, bend the elbows, chaturanga. Big toes push. Inhale, slide it through to upward dog. Open the chest, widen the shoulders, look up. Exhale back, downward dog. Enjoy the rest here. Knees are slightly bent. Traction through the spine. Light under the armpits. Mobility in the shoulders and neck. Breathe. Enliven the feet. Stretch through the back, get some traction and space in there. And then walk your feet to your hands. Hold your elbows, shake out your head. Knees are soft. Nod your head. And release your arms. Toe heel your feet together. Find that hinge, sits bones back, heart gliding forward. Belly tucked. Exhale, rounding forward over the legs. Inhale, bend the knees slightly, push down to come all the way up. Reach up out of yourself. Get space as you lift the side bodies up. Looking really good, you guys. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, look up and step that right foot back. Inhale, soft left knee, come on up. Arms reach up high. Bend the right knee, scoop the tailbone. Take the head slightly back, lift the chin slightly up. Drop the shoulders, widen the shoulders. Activate ball mount of big toe, pinky joint to pinky mount, pinky joint, ball, pinky ball joint. Heels strong, reach up higher. From the spine, an internal rotation of the right leg, start to turn toward your left. Widen the arms. Turn a little more without shrinking the space from your head to your hips. Lengthen that space, reach. Left arm comes down. As you untwist, reach up. Bend the elbows to the waist. Straighten the arms, open the chest. Palms are forward, slightly externally rotated. Bend the elbows, hinge. Serve the platter forward, palms together, pinkies together. Hips go back, elbows forward, tension on the arms. Straighten the arms back, straighten the leg. Exhale, bend the elbows. They just slide across your torso, coming forward. Shoulders are dropped, chin is tucked, elbows together. The head, there's considerable space between the head and the arms. Stirring the arms, stirring the legs. Chest is open, chest bump forward. Scissor the legs, get a strong blade on each thigh. Bend the elbows, tailbone goes back, heart goes forward, forearms together, serve. Keep those shoulders wide, ribs in, squeeze it. and straighten. Woo. Inhale, glide those arms up. Get tall, try to balance. Hands come down, soft knee, step plank, push the ground away with your toes and your hands. Then bend the elbows. Inhale, glide on through. Head carriage back, chin up, shoulders wide. Roll over the toes, down dog. Nice, rewarding breaths. Belly drawn in and up. Breathe into your back. Looking forward, jump or walk up to your hands. Toes together, inhale, lift the heart. Feel that seat going back. Exhale, melt it forward. Bend the knees, hinging here, sits bones back, arms lifting to chair pose. There's external rotation here inside the arm. Look up. Try not to flare the ribs. Hands to the heart. Left elbow outside of right leg. Look to the right. Squaring the hips. Squatting into this spine. More length through the spine. More length from the tail to the head. Arms extend open. Keep those hips steady. Turn. And release, forward fold. Widen the feet a foot apart, bend the knees. Hook your big toes with your thumbs and peace fingers. Inhale, heart forward, tail back. Shoulders wide. Keep the knee bend, fold over the legs, bend the elbows. Glide the shoulders up. Straighten the legs to whatever degree allows you to keep that tail lifted, slightly arched in the lower back. Pull with your fingers, press with your toes. Release the toes. So heel your feet together. Bend at the knees. Pull the heart forward. Find your chair. Shoulders dropping, ribs tucked in, chin slightly tucked. Head carriage back. Hands glide to prayer. Right elbow outside of leg. Twist. Lengthen through the spinal column. Anchor the feet. Squeeze the outer buttocks to turn. Open the arms up. Good. Turn. Breathe for length and maybe more. And then release to your forward fold. Widen the feet. Fold the hands beneath them. Walk the toes until they hit wrist. Sits bones back, heart forward. Find that little football squat here. That tension to traction your spine. Exhale, fold. Melt here, try to relax. Pressure on the hands. And the forearms try to lift away from the earth. Arm bones into the shoulder socket. Tractioning. Really good for carpal tunnel. I don't know if it's good for phone thumb, but I think it is. Nice long neck. Open the jaw, exaggerate that. And then take your hands out. Turn your feet out, squat. Here, press your thumbs to your sternum. Stick your butt back a little bit and try to not be too folded. In other words, I'm a little rounded somewhere along the spine. I want to unround. Try to find where you can get a little arch in the low back by cow posing your sits bones back. Yeah, chest up. Push legs into elbows, elbows into legs. Yeah. And your booty might shake a little. Your head might shake a little. I just find a little something here. And then push your hands into the ground. Lift the butt. Hang forward. And just hang here. I'm holding elbows. Swing from side to side. Oh, just letting your spine fall out of whatever captivity it may have been in for who knows how long. And then bring your hands down to anchor you. Toe heel your feet in, pull your belly in and round slowly, but do activate the floor. Activate the feet through the floor as you come up. Arms up, reach tall. Arms down by your side. If you want to find a wall for balance, we're going to do eagle or stay where you are. Bend the knees slightly. Lift the right leg up and cross it around the left. Bring thumbs to the rib cage, pinkies toward the hips, and let your tailbone go back just a little bit. With your index finger, pull your front ribs back. With your thumbs, gesture upward, trying to make space between your hips and your ribs. Breathe and hold that. So use the breath to keep your ribs aloft. Take the arms out and wrap right arm under left. Squeeze the forearms in as you glide the elbows up toward your head, bend deeper into your legs, sits bones back slightly. Then bring the elbows toward the chest, straighten the knees a little. One more time. Bend, sink into it. Elbows go up to the head. Yeah, find that distance, that space. And elbows come down as you straighten, unwind, push through the feet, open the chest, let the arms up. Now, arms go wide toward that X posture, bend the elbows to W, head back, chin up, go back. Inhale, reach up, good. Exhale, exhale, arms down. Woo. Just feel anchored and strong here. Ball joint of the big toe, pinky toe, heels pushing down. Good. Take your arms forward, interlace your fingers, and roll the front of the shoulders back. Breathe in. Exhale, pull on the hands and feel that wide in the back. Now repress through the feet. Head carriage back slightly, chin up slightly. Feel that power here. Power in the core muscles, really firing up into the core, the foundation of the core. Keep that, release the arms. Ooh, my left glute is just like spasming in like, not in a painful way, like in a cool way. Like, okay, bend the knees, and you might want to go back to your wall if you left. Lift your left leg up and around. Take your left arm under. Bring those forearms toward each other and find that push and pull. And take the sits bones, the tailbone back. Start to glide the hips back slightly. Lift the elbows up toward the forehead. Shoulders stay wide, ribs in. Bring the elbows down toward the navel, straighten the knees a little. And again, sink in. Legs also are squeezing together and then trying to pull apart. Elbows toward the forehead. Sits bones back. Straighten here, elbows down. Unravel, step, and shoot the arms up. Take those arms wide and up. Bend the elbows, driving the muscles down. Head carriage back slightly, chin up. Lean, curl back. Inhale, ground the toes, reach up. Exhale, arms down. Interlace the fingers, opposite finger on top. Take your feet just a little bit wider. Internally rotate your thigh bones. Bend the knees. Sits bone slightly back, arms forward, interlocked. Elbows a little bent. Pull apart, roll shoulders off chest. Take a deep breath, lifting rib cage up, and pull those wrists apart. Head back slightly, chin slightly up. Now push through the ball mound of the big toe. Heels apart, toes slightly more in. Feel that all the way up. And then release that grip, just stand. Feel the power through the floor, through your core, and out through the top of the head. Good, you guys. Roll your into external rotation a little more with your arms, a little more. And look, head back slightly, chin up, look up, open the chest. Get light up under those collarbones. Yeah, they'll really move for you. Reach those arms up. Push through the feet, feel that anchor, and visualize that X again. The legs up into the ribs up into the arms. Inhale, really productive breath, lifting the ribs higher. Good. Exhale, fold it forward. Walk your feet back, come into plank. Bend those elbows slightly. Roll shoulders away from chest. Breathe into the upper body. Bend the knees slightly. Toes are activated. Squeeze those toes into the floor. Internally rotate the legs slightly. Big toes toward wrists, wrists toward big toes. Feel it in your tummy. Hold for 5. Wide back. 4. Tummy in. 3. 2. Glide down. Slowly, softly to the mat. Yes. Forehead on the hands, bend knees, windshield wipe feet. Breathing. Cross your ankles, pull them apart. So cross them so that they won't pull apart. And then try to. And you'll feel that up into the butt. The butt squeezes. And then relax it. Switch. Opposite. Squeeze them together. Tailbone is down, pubic bone, or tailbone's under, pubic bone is pushing into the floor. Pull ankles apart. Feel this up into your butt and back. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And release. Left leg long, reach back for the right foot. Bring the right knee in close to the left knee and just a gentle little quad stretch here. And release. Let's switch sides, left knee in line with the hip, reach back for the left foot, lengthen the front of the thigh, tailbone down, stretch that quad. Belly pulled in and up, and release the toes. Relax for a moment, just let it go. Let your body integrate all of that alignment, all that strength and complementary elongation. We try to do both here so that you're never weakening into a flexible joint. You're always strengthening the muscles around that joint so that the joint can be supported and flexible. Bring the hands by the side of the chest. Nice gentle cobra. Then come up onto the knees. We're going to bring the legs through. So come onto your back safely. Grab a hold of a block somewhere. If you got one. Or manufacture one sometimes. Feet flat in front of you. And raise your buttocks up. Come up into a bridge. Bring your shoulders underneath you. Really fold them in. Roll them away from chest.
Squeeze the arms and anchor the ball mound of the big toe, the pinky toe, and the heel. Activate those feet, let it charge up through the legs. Belly strong. Move your chest toward your shoulders. Knees away from you. And then widen the shoulders and come on down slowly. Reach the arms back overhead, make an X with the arms. And reach through the arms. And one more time. Bring the arms down. Opposite lacing of the fingers, walk the shoulders in, push down through the elbows, push down through the ball joint and pinky toe joint, and find your feet. Internal rotation is subtle, but it's happening. Push to the center heels. Raise those hips up. Open up the chest. Lift the chin just slightly. Feel the back squeeze. Use your tush. And then come on down. Grab your block. Bring it under you for a supported bridge. We're going to take this into an inversion. So whatever height is calling, whatever feels supportive at the upper butt, let the rest of the butt hang. Start here in supported bridge. Fold the shoulders under. Maybe this is good. Maybe you're just like, you know what? This is good. And you stay here. Maybe you raise the legs up. I learned the craziest thing yesterday. Crazy. So if you put on a pair of glasses that turn the world upside down, so they're like reverso glasses, like a funhouse mirror or something. So everything's upside down. And you wear them for 4 hours, around 4 hours, your eyes, your brain will adjust and you'll see it normally. Are you kidding me? What does that even mean? How crazy is that? So if we held this pose, if we held an inversion for 4 hours, the world would start looking normal that way. I mean, the extrapolations are endless in terms of just how we normalize things. What? That's why at the beginning of Trump, they were like, write it all down because you're gonna forget. I'm just very interested in how the brain, it's an adaptation. I don't want to even say how it tricks us. It just gets used to things. Wild. Bring the feet down. Raise the hips up. Pull the block out. Hold and just let your strength hold you. Then soften your bum and down you come. Bring the soles of your feet together. Let the knees go into butterfly. Stretch the arms back and stretch here. Push through the feet and try to get longer. Maybe squiggle and wiggle your rib cage back away from the waist. Oof. Really extracting your spine here from the pelvis, getting more and more vertebral height. And then keep that, relax the arms back down. Oof, take a deep breath all the way up to your brain. And clear the brain on that exhale. Twice more. Deep breath in. And exhale. One more inhale. Exhale, stretch the legs out long. They're nice and wide, so they are in that X shape. Roll them inward and outward. And most likely they will be comfortable just opening with the toes toward opposite sides of the room. Stretch the arms into that X and reach diagonally from the right hand through the left leg and foot. Left arm and right. All four. Lengthen the diagonal lines. And then snow angel the arms down. Move the head left and right as you fold the shoulders under and then re-widen them apart. Eventually everything becomes still. One more deep cleansing breath in. Exhale. Relax the upper body into the lower body. And the back body into the floor. Surrender the body to the ground. Let go. Can we ever let go enough to get back to the unscrambled settings? And just think about that, just 4 hours of inverted glasses and our brain changes. How many things has our brain adapted to and made normal? Who can possibly know that? But maybe Shavasana gives us a tiny glimpse. Chip away at it day by day. Notice the mind is talking anywhere, and I mean anywhere. It could be in your knee, it could be in your hip. Yesterday, I had a client last night. Clear as day, I could see her 5-year-old version of herself just pulling on her low back, just sitting there, having a tantrum on her L4, L5, tearing it up, having her way with it. And as soon, it was like, I wish my back would heal like this. As soon as I said it to her, she was like, oh yeah, I see it too. She talked to it, and her back pain went away. Just like that. Like it was, we all know it doesn't usually work that fast, but she just had to see it. That's a tangent. What I'm saying is, if there's somewhere in your body that's talking still, soothe it, quiet it, and see if you can let go there too.
Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, stretch your arms overhead, reach your legs out, and just marvel at what you did this morning, at the space you created. Bend the left knee, roll to your right, cuddle up into a ball. Send your breath deliberately and skillfully into your back, using the breath to massage and make space and to investigate. And to inspire you. Push down into the earth to make your way on up to a tall, gorgeous seat. Use the tools from today to lift your torso up, your ribs up and shoulders back, head carriage back, chin slightly up. And just feel this particular alignment now. Calling in your intention for the day. Arms raise up. Palms come together, they fold in a prayer as they slide to our heart. We call for freedom in the sound of Om. One together, inhale. Om. We lift our heart's voice to our own minds, thumbs to forehead, we bow. Honoring one another, this community, all beings, all light. Namaste. Thank you. Blessings. See you later, Gators. Elena, stay on for a minute. I want to give you a point. Do you have the magnets? Thank you. You're muted. Let me hear you.
Hi.
Hi.
Should I stay on for any points?
You can put the E on directly on the most painful spot on the hip.
Yeah, that's kind of what I've been doing. Okay.
That's it for now.